So guys, welcome back to another video. In this one today, we are going to be trying out the brand new 91 rated Flashback Cyprien, who has just been released into FIFA Ultimate Team. Now this is one of them cards where EA have actually dropped two versions. You've got the normal Flashback Cyprien there, which is 88 rated, or there's the premium option, which most people will go for in the 91 rated version. Now straight up, I think this version's pointless, the 88 rated, because there is an 87 rated winter refresh after him, so unless this is super cheap, it's probably not worth even considering. But I'm presuming it's going to be super cheap. An 85 rated squad with a team season, not super cheap to be honest. So it might actually be worth going for the ligue SBC, because that way you also get some packs to open. But whatever, I don't think anyone's going to go for 88 rated version. I think most people are going to go for this 91, and in this video today we're obviously going to be trying this card out to see if it's worth picking up or not. What do you need for the 91 then? You need an 84 rated squad, not bad. You also need an 86 rated squad with a ligue player, and an 86 rated squad with a team of the season player. So in my head this is definitely over 200k, not fully sure how much it costs overall yet, but we'll discuss the price later in the video. Right then, for squad number one, the top performer one, in fact this is the most expensive squad, and this is what we'll be submitting. We're going to use Team of the Season Slimani as our team season requirement, just because I packed him the other day and he's not worth too much. And for the rest of the squad, it's pretty much just a Bundesliga submission. And then for the Ligue 1 squad, we are using a near full Premier League side plus Navas and Handanovic. If you're wondering why I'm always looking over here, by the way, it's because I'm just checking out like the cheapest squads on Footbin to copy to complete for these SBCs. So let's submit that. And then for the final squad, we're just going to use a full La Liga side because I've just got them all in my club and I'm happy to submit them. And now the SBC is complete and we have ourselves a nice 91 rated Cyprien coming into the club. So I'm hoping this card's decent, to be honest, because it probably could fit into my end game team, and also it provides a nice green link for Team of the Season Atal, who I thought was absolutely fantastic, and I reviewed him on the channel the other day. Okay, so this is the team which Cyprien is going to be playing in. Now, I know there's going to be some comments about my team. If you don't follow me on Twitter, you probably won't know, but I've had some pretty good pack luck recently, which involved me packing quite a few pretty good players, including the likes of Ronaldo. So that's why my team is pretty insane. Don't worry, I'm still the same very average FIFA player. Anyway, I've started playing 4-4-2 more instead of 4-2-3-1. So Cyprien's coming at a good time for me because I feel like he could fit that centre mid role really, really well. So we're going to see how well he does in that role today. So Footbin currently doesn't have a price for this Flashback Cyprien card, but it's definitely interesting to see how this card compares to the previous version of Cyprien, which is of course a winter refresh card, which is available to get by completing the Ligue 1 Ligue SBC. Anyway, we're here to focus on the Flashback one, so let's have a look at this card. Looks really nice, and with a basic chem style, yeah, it does indeed get some pretty good ratings. Now, I actually don't know what chem style I think would benefit this guy the most. I suppose it depends on what position you play him in. If you're going to use him as just a centre mid, basic probably could be the one. But if you want to maybe use him as a CDM, I definitely think something like Shadow or Anchor potentially could benefit him a bit more. And obviously if you somehow wanted to play him in a cam role, you could maybe go for something which boosts his shooting and passing a bit more, but I don't think anyone will be deploying him that far up the field. This card is definitely a CM/ADM, and in this video today we're going to try him out in both roles. In the comments below, let me know which chem style you would use on this card. It is debut time for Cyprien, and in his debut we come up against a pretty nice team. My opponent's definitely had some favourable luck with his red picks, as you can see with that selection there. Cyprien with his first touch of the ball. What are we going to do? We're going to beat our man, and then we're going to send Neymar down this left edge. Cyprien linking up with the attack here. Ronaldo puts the ball through for him. Cyprien's got a chance to open the scoring, and he does exactly that. Nice bit of link-up play with the attack there. And just after the 10-minute mark, he's got himself on the score sheet. Not a bad opening performance. So far, anyway. Nice from Cyprien there, battling there with Crespo. And eventually we come away with the ball. Cyprien with a direct pass into Ronaldo. Links up here, there's a chance. Oh, just couldn't get that return shot, unfortunately. It bobbled up nicely for us, but it got blocked. Nice tackle. We do come away with the ball. Chance. It's gone through for Cyprien. Big chance here. Mbappe squares it. I know it's sweaty, but it's champs. You've got to get it done. Nice play by Cyprien in the build-up. And after that goal, my opponent has decided to rage quit. So not a bad opening display from the Frenchman. Got himself a goal, obviously very early on, and then also was heavily involved in the build-up to the second two. Game number 2, and we are up against, I was wondering who that 96 card was going to be. It's a 96 Kimmich. He's also got 98 Pele in his side. Now, this guy's backline isn't anything amazing, but his attack looks really, really nice. So, yeah, very interesting side, it has to be said. Oh, block away by Cyprien from the shot. Cyprien up against Raul there. Does get the tackle in, but unfortunately the ball drops to Pele. Nice interception there by Cyprien. He then threads it through from Mbappe, who has actually got on the end of that somehow. We are having to do a lot of defending in this game, it has to be said. Cyprien puts the ball through there for Mbappe. Can he get through that gap? No, denied by the centre-back. Good through ball though. Nice. Oh, on the volley. Would have been a great opening goal. Oh, that was a very fortunate pass there. But we got away with it. Cyprien puts the ball through for Ronaldo, who's in a bit of space here. Chance for Ronaldo. Oh, I went too early. I don't know why I went too early. The shot was poor. Well, we reach half-time, and we have ourselves a 1-0 lead. I've got to say, fair play to my opponent. He's a pretty decent player. Nice. Good positioning by Cyprien there to pick up the pieces. There's a chance. Ronaldo crosses to the back stick where Cyprien is, but unfortunately just couldn't win the aerial battle. Oh, Cyprien somehow come away with the ball though. Good bit of play here. Through for Mbappe. Can we keep this move alive? We've got the shot away, but unfortunately, by that point, he was off balance and also taking off the shot with his weaker foot. Good run there. And there is full time. So despite being under pressure for quite a lot of the game, we do come away with a 2-0 win. Once again, fair play to my opponent there, who did play quite well with a much lesser side, let's say. But Cyprien, I thought, actually played quite well in that game, despite the rating. Positioning at times was a bit hit and miss, but his passing I thought was really good, and he helped link up attacks really nicely, and also helped a lot turn in defence into attack, and we did have to do quite a bit of defending in that game. Okay then, after a few outings with this Cyprien, what are my thoughts on the card? Straight up, very good centre mid item, to be honest. Really did enjoy using this card, and it fit that centre mid role really nicely. Now instantly, one thing I will say is, if you're looking for a CDM, I think there are better options available. The two that come to mind for me are Foot Birthday Bakayoko and also that brand new Team of the Season Idrissa Gana Gueye. Both of them cards I feel fit the DM role much better, but if you're looking for an actual centre mid, then this Cyprien could be a card for you, because he plays that role really, really nicely. So let's talk about in-game performance, shall we? First of all, his pace. No issues there, to be honest. Felt quick when tracking back, also when going forward with the ball. So his actual in-game pace, I thought was very good. The only issue I had with his speed overall was his speed, the time it took him to react to some situations, essentially, because yeah, he just seemed a bit, slow to react at times, which was a bit of a shame. But when you do get him involved, he's very, very good. His shooting for a midfielder, I thought was brilliant. Really good finishing, really nice shot power, and definitely a threat from distance. So, yeah, happy with that. Always shoot off his right foot, though, because he's got a freestyle weak foot, and the left foot just isn't that reliable, so something to note. Positionally, how is Cyprien? For most part, very good, but at times he can seem to just wander and does what he wants, so something to bear in mind. If you want him to stay back, maybe consider play instructions, but yeah, he does like to get forward every now and then. His passing I thought was great, especially off that right foot. Very good short passing, very good long passing. The guy can certainly distribute. Left foot once again comes into play. It's not that great, so try and always pass off of his stronger right foot if you want to have the most success with this card. Dribbling is another area where I thought this card was super strong. I like the agility, I like the ball control, the first touch was great, and he's just a good player to run out of defence with, because yeah, he's just got really good on the ball ability, so very happy with that area of his game. How is he defensively? When he's in the right position, he's brilliant, to be honest. He makes plenty of intercepts and he tackles really, really well. Could you use this guy as a CDM? Yeah, you definitely could. Do I think that's his best role? No, I think there are better players for that position, but you could use him as a CDM, and as a pivot in a 2, I think he'd suit that role quite well, but I wouldn't necessarily want to use him as an out-and-out DM, if I'm being honest. Just because, as I said, there are better players that can play that role. Physically, another area where, as you can imagine, he's very good. Great stamina, I had no issues with him tiring, and I like the fact that he's got good strength and good aggression because he does fight for the ball a lot, and he's not the easiest player to dispossess of the football as well. So that was really, really good. Aerially, though, wasn't too fantastic. Didn't expect him to win too many aerial battles with him being 5'11". Even with that great jumping of his, he's going to struggle, especially at this stage of the game against some very high-level players. But overall, I think this is a really, really good centre-mid item. I just wish it had a better weak foot, and I wish the reactions were a bit better in-game. But apart from that, it's a very solid card. So with all that in mind, do I think the card is worth picking up? Yes, no, I don't think the price is bad, to be honest, but I also don't think the price is great. There are obviously some very good League centre mids which you can get right now, especially with Team of the Season being out, but yeah, 250k isn't bad for this card, but I don't think it's great. What I will say is, if you need a French centre mid in your team, then it should definitely be considered, but if you want a DM, like I've mentioned already, there are better options available, so that's how I will summarise it. Anyway guys, those are my thoughts on the 91 rated Cyprien. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, drop a like on it, comment below any questions you have. Thanks for watching, I'll catch you in the next one.